No, let's just say, who is that mystery God?
There is no mystery.
There is no mystery God.
Son of Man.
For the Son of Man have searched for that mystery God for trillions of years and was unable to find it. And they all agree. They all agree. Before they said, they didn't know.
The way I always drew it up is that wasn't the first time. It's like things move in cycles. So it's like.
But what happened 3 years ago that made us not have knowledge?
Something similar to I imagine something similar to what we be going
Let me tell you how I do it. I see it my own way, right? I deal with the tree, not talking about actually trees, talking about triple darkness. So the tree of the years mean you was searching while you was in triple darkness for that mystery God, right? While you was in that, when it says tree of the years, it might be saying actually years. It might be saying when you was in that state of triple darkness, you was searching for that mystery God. And finally, one brother taught you the truth, and you're what? Agreed. Well, I agree with you, God. The only God is the Son of Man. I ain't looking no more. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see the Trinity is. I don't accept none of that shit on face value. Like when they talk about population of the original nation, 17 was 2 million. The Indians are original people. Why would they separate the original man from the Indian? Why would they do that shit?
I think it was partly to make a point.
They're giving you an equation.
That's all it is.
17 plus 2 equals 19. So we're not talking about the amount of people, we're talking about the type of people. Of people who got the knowledge of God. 17th degree, what does it mean in civilization? They got the knowledge of God, know what it means in civilization. Plus 2. I mean, they only know it, but they use their wisdom to what? Equal 19, make knowledge.
Let me give you something to think about.
You're dealing with the people to teach.
I just want you to think about this, okay? The God says something that's relevant to what I'm saying. He spoke about triple darkness, a state that we was in at one time, a state that we was in before we became what?
Aware.
Aware, or a state that before it became conscious, or a state that before we become what?
Privacy.
What?
Privacy.
Privacy, or a state we was in before it became physical.
Oh, right.
I always thought that we was, you know,
triple
not in
darkness
the physical form.
It's a state of mind. All right? God, we were not always in the form we are now. One time I heard this guard on a train quote the Great Understanding. That was, to me, that was phenomenal. He was going back to Medina, he quoted the lesson. I listened to him, the Great Understanding. I can get him right now, you know. But we were not always in the physical form. The lesson tell you, Elijah tell you that. At one time, he was in a state of mind. He got a lesson called the creation of the mind and living in the universe. So, because we was never in this form, we never lived in that form. We was always in a state of mind before we became physical. Before we became arm, leg, arm, head. We weren't always in this form because the planet was not always here. We could not become physical, arm, leg, arm, head, till we created the planet. All right then. Once we build a home for ourselves, we got to find out how to live on this planet. We not no mystery God. We don't say, and so we got to search. We got to search. We got to do what? We got to experiment. So now they don't found bones. They call the bones Homo habilis, Zinjanthropus, Australopithecus. They found bones where they say man-like monkeys. But God, them were the original people, or the triple darkness, finding out how to live on this planet in the physical form. We knew how to live on the universe in triple darkness. Once we created the planet, how do we live on the planet? We never been there before. We just created the planet. We got to find out what food needs. We got to find out what air to breathe. We got to find out all these things before we can adjust. And in doing that, we transform. So you see some bones they found, they say like a man-like monkey. They call it Zinjanthropus. Because we are dealing with how to live on this planet. We never lived it before. So God experiment with high explosive. How do you experiment? You deal with it. You examine it. So you find some bone structure, they call it man-like monkey. That's us developing our bodies, how to live on this planet in the physical form. We never lived in the physical form before. They called purified gas, atomic gas, in a state of mind, triple darkness. Now you're going to leave that triple darkness and come into a physical form. If you never lived in a form of that before, how you live in it? If you never did it before, how you know how to do it?
Experience.
You got to experiment, so you do it. The first form we did didn't come out right. The first form we didn't come out right. We kept doing it. They found some man like monkey the brain when that developed properly. As we being developed physically, we found out the right body to live in with our mental state. During that period, it took trillions of years. That's why some of them bones they found are trillions of years old. We were searching for the mystery God that was the physical composition, not the mental. We never lived mentally. We've been living in triple darkness for trillions already, but not physical. We wasn't physical. We used to jump out the planet, out of the universe and say we're going to be physical. We didn't know how to do it. We had to experiment.
We were searching for what we were about to become.
Right.
I like that.
Think about it, God. Think about it.
We were searching for trillions of years in that state of consciousness. We were searching for what we was about to become.
There you go, God.
And then when we made ourselves manifest, so when we made ourselves manifest in the flesh,
right,
then we agreed. That's the Son of Man.
This is how we want to live. This is how we want to live.
Every day to come from an atom.
Trillions of years to find out what body live in.
To come from an atom to Allah, the original man, you said it took us trillions of years.
To find out the perfect body and the perfect mind. We was always God mentally. We want to know what's God physically because we need to know physically. So once we decide to make the physical to find out how we going to live on this planet. We create a planet. We need oxygen. We need lungs. We need a nose. We need to develop these things. But in order to develop it, we had to come from what they call a one-cell amoeba. Elijah tell you that. He said when he come out of the water, how did he come out? He said we come out of terrestrial waters, a brain and a liver. He said when somebody get his stretchers and molars, that's evolution. Your body changed. All right, we can't live like that. So they found them bones because we see that one the bone we want. 1,000 years later, we want to know. A million years later, that's why you see some black men look like monkeys, look like this, look like that. Going all the way back to one-cell amoebas until we found out the arm, leg, arm, head. We wanted to find the little man.
If Mecca did this.